Hi! Welcome back. I am Amber Campbell, freelance editor and indie author, and my debut poetry collection, The Lens, is out in the world. So, she debuted on Tuesday, September 26th, and today I want to talk about the pre-orders I got because I was very shocked, and then I want to go into a little bit of what I did for the pre-orders. Again, didn't do a whole lot. I had big plans back in June when I announced the pre-order and ended up doing almost none of it, and I still had great results. So let's dive right into that. Firstly, the results. So like I mentioned, this is my debut, self-published. I published it on Amazon KDP, Ingram Spark, and Draft to Digital. And spoiler alert, I did not make a single sale on Draft to Digital. I was a little confused at first, but I realized poetry is very niche, there we go. And so, yeah, most people don't want to read poetry books on their like Kindle or Nook reading devices. They want to hold the book in their hand. And yeah, so I didn't make any sales there. And in fact, I only sold one ebook, and that was the KDP pre-order that I got, and that was the only one. So without further ado, I somehow ended up with 81 pre-orders on this little thing, and I still don't believe it exactly. So I ended up with 10 orders, 9 paperbacks, one ebook on Amazon KDP, and I ended up with 67 pre-orders on Ingram Spark. I'm assuming Barnes & Noble, but at first I was expecting that when the book actually went live on Amazon, that those numbers on Ingram Spark would shift, because I got 9 pre-orders via Amazon, not any other outside source, although I knew that Ingram Spark was printing for Amazon's pre-orders, which Dale, Self-Publishing with Dale, was very kind enough to respond to that question that I posted on one of his videos. But they didn't change. I'm still showing 67 pre-orders on Ingram Spark and 10 on Amazon, which leads me to believe that that was 77, and then the final 4 are books that friends and family bought from me personally, because I have author copies coming in. They should be here around October 7th, which I'm very excited for, because then I'm going to give you a vlog of me and the bestie driving around to 4 different libraries here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and seeing if they will let me donate a copy of my book so that it is in circulation here in North Texas. So, but yes, we ended up with 81 pre-orders. I meant to grab my book by Mandy Lynn. During the editing process, I'll input numbers down there on the screen so you can see what my goals were. But I definitely hit my goals, because I think my end goal was either like 100 books sold in the first year or 200. Either way, I'm much further than I expected to be. But as far as the pre-order campaign, I guess, I wouldn't really even call it that. I announced it on Instagram and YouTube and LinkedIn. I don't have specifics of where I got any of them. I know a lot of them were family and friends, but then there's also 67 over on Ingram Spark, and I don't know where all 67 of those came from. Big shout out to my mom's drivers who pre-ordered copies. I know for a fact that George, Kevin, and Mark did, so thank you to you 3. I know others did. Those are the ones that actually reached out to me or told my mom, like, hey, I pre-ordered. So, had a lot of support there. But as far as that, it was pretty much just Instagram, and then on my weekly videos here, I would mention it in the beginning or at the end. There's always a little clip at the end that says, hey, pre-order the book. I won't say that now, but now we'll just say available now. But I was trying to do YouTube Shorts. I had one that hit 900 views, which is nothing on YouTube Shorts, but that was a lot for me. Mine averaged like 50 views each. So, but I don't know how many came off of YouTube or Instagram. So other than that, I was posting on YouTube 1 video a week since July, and anywhere from 0 to like 4 shorts a week. And then Instagram, I was publishing once to twice a week up until the final 2 weeks before the book launched. And then it was almost the previous 7 days before it launched were every single day, every story. And then the week before that, I think it was like every other day. And so that was pretty much it. I wanted to do arcs, didn't even end up doing arcs, which I do plan to do that for the next one, which is going to be coming up here shortly. But I didn't do arcs, didn't do a street team. I did a cover reveal, but it was just me. And then Instagram gave me, was it $5 or $10? Because I have an Instagram business account for ads. And so I ran a 7-day ad when I launched the pre-order, and I got about 2,000 hits on that one Instagram post. Again, not sure if anything came of that exactly, because according to Ingram Spark, all of my pre-orders were from August and September, and I launched that thing on Instagram back in July, like first or second week of July. So that doesn't correlate either. But I would like to do a street team or a very minimum arcs for the next poetry book I put out. Poetry is also very niche. I've been watching Kate's book date, Kate Weisner. I really hope I said that right. And she has published kind of young adult and new adult fantasy and contemporary, but she also does poetry, just kind of here and there. And she's admitted that poetry is like her lowest sales of her books. So the biggest thing is that everybody wants a paperback, so that's going to diminish your sales, because now they're going to kind of pay full pop, if you will, versus $3.99 for the ebook. I personally have never bought a poetry ebook. I have a little collection of paperbacks like this one. So, but I also want to try out, I don't want to do paid ads. Again, poetry niche, I don't think it'll go well for the money that I would put into it. But I did take Jessica Brody's and Bethany Atazada's Udemy course, which was the self-publishing success masterclass. I did pay $14.99 for it. I did not pay the $89, but quite frankly, even if it's not on sale, I do recommend it. There is a lot of detailed information that Bethany provides that she does not put on her YouTube channel. And I understand it. So YouTube, you know, she is monetized, but more than likely she makes the most money from Patreon and courses like Udemy. So there's a lot of details in there. I do recommend it. It was a great course. I had so many notes taken on the marketing side of it. Even on the self-publishing side, there were some parts that I was taking notes on. Ingram Spark, again, if you are brand new to self-publishing, or if you've been scared of them in the past because they might have burned you before, I do recommend using them 60 days before your release, so you do not pay, you won't pay an upload fee at all anymore, but that way you don't pay any revision fees for when you find typos or you need to make a change to the cover. For instance, if you buy anything from Ingram Spark, it's going to say Orange Rose Press. I don't even know if you can see that. It's fine. It says Orange Rose Press. And if you get the one from Amazon, which I don't have my other copy yet, but it's actually my official imprint logo, if you will, which is very, very pretty. Again, my mom's drivers were the ones who I pulled for it, and it was unanimous which one they picked, which was good because that was also the one I wanted anyway. But yeah, I want to definitely do more marketing techniques for the next book and the book after. But for this one, I was really pleasantly surprised with how well it did. I did raise the price of it to better match other poetry comps. Because I see some on there, they're like $7.99 to $8.99, but when you really look at it, that's a sales price, and most of them are marked anywhere from $12 to $14.99, especially traditionally published. They're usually $14.99. And so because I'm self-published, I did raise it to $11.99. Did not see any difference in sales or pre-orders when I announced that. Like, it didn't cause people to rush to pre-order, because the pre-order price was $9.99. Didn't really see a big surge there at all. So, but I did raise it on all platforms, and so for my other authors out there, I had originally done the $9.99 on Ingram Spark and a 55% wholesale discount to retailers who wanted to purchase it. I was making $1.36 per copy, and now with the change, they have announced the minimum wholesale discount that you can do is 40%. So I have actually lowered mine to meet that, no longer 55%, and lowered it to the 40%. And then also when I raised the price to $11.99, all of a sudden I went from making $1.36 to $4 and I think 3 cents, which is a much more livable wage for an author. And again, if $12, if you don't want to spend that much, the ebook is $3.99. I don't see any reason for my ebooks to ever be more than that, because it's a guaranteed $2.75 for an ebook of this, and with the economy going the way it is, there's no printing materials for it, so I don't see myself raising that price at all in the near future. Even when it comes to traditionally published authors, like let's say their book is like $18, and I'm just not in a place where I would like to spend that much on a book, I look at their ebooks and they're like $11.99, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. It does on the business side of it, because they have to pay so many more people. You've got to pay the cover designer, editors, marketers, like you have to pay more people on this one tiny paycheck. But for indie, and it doesn't make sense. You're not actually getting something you hold in your hand, and it just makes sense that ebooks should be $4.99 or less. Now for my indie authors, I do recommend $2.99, because anything less than that, and you're making a 35% royalty, which is not helping you at all, unless you want to run flash sales or have a loss leader for a series. But anyway, 81 pre-orders! I'm so excited! And last I checked, we had 3 ratings on Goodreads, and 3 ratings, 2 of which left reviews over there on Amazon, which is exciting. So if you picked up a copy, please, please, please review, at least rate. It really helps me out. It tells you that other people are reading this. And I know at least 81 of you got them. I shouldn't say 81, because my aunt bought a copy from Barnes & Noble and from Amazon, because she wanted to say she had one of each. So there might be other people like that. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for checking in on my updates with my little debut book here, The Ones. And if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the clicky button things. And I upload every Friday with more self-publishing updates on my journey. And then I've also been in traditional publishing, there we go. So I have some random videos sprinkled in about my experiences there and what I recommend if you want to go that route, because neither route is better than the other. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all next week. Bye.